At the time, they didn't know each other. And as the night went on, things got a little silly, and people started assuming Kama Sutra positions. And as an aside, I actually have drawn Kama Sutra positions for work. So I know that they have very funny names. So maybe it was the inverted octopus or the staggering antelope pose that caught their eye, but John and Annie developed a spark for each other. So after the party, they went out in the parking lot and continued their conversation, and they joked about the Kama Sutra positions and talked for quite a while, and Annie mentioned that she was married but it's totally over, there's nothing funny going on. And then before they said goodnight, they exchanged email addresses. So next week, Annie decides to email John, and in the email she says, "Oh, I just had such an awesome time with you in the parking lot. I would love to do this again." And she, reminds him of the Kama Sutra positions and that she's married. And at the beginning of the email, she says, "I couldn't remember if your email address was field@abccompany.com or fields, plural, @abccompany.com. So she chose field. She was pretty confident that was the right one. And that this was not the right email address for John. But it was the right email address for all of the sales representatives in this whole company across the United States. So shortly after, John gets a call from the CEO. They said, I think I have an email that's intended for you. And it's from someone named Anita. And John said, well, at the time he didn't know that Annie's full name was Anita. So he was like, I'm not really sure if this is for me. But the CEO forwarded the email, and sure enough, he read the email and saw it was from Annie, and that the way it was written implied that he had a wild encounter of sex in the parking lot with a woman he had just met who was married. And this created quite a stir in the office because John he's a quiet and unassuming guy, and you just feel like he has a lot of character, so this is not the behavior that you would expect from him. So he did not live this down, and this turned into a legend. And 1 year later, John and Annie are no longer dating, but they're still really good friends, and Annie wants to make sure this legend doesn't die. So she emails again to that email address and makes more jokes about really inappropriate things. But this time she made sure that it's really obvious that it's a joke. So if you are ever worried about sending a text or an email to the wrong person by accident, you are in very good company with John and Annie at ABC Company.